Let's call in someone who was actually there in the inauguration of American President Donald Trump. Of course, we'd like to welcome back to Afternoon Delight, John P.B. founder and CEO of the American Tomorrow Project. Hello, John. Good afternoon from the Philippines. I know it's late there, so thank you for taking the time.
Of course, magandang tanghali din sa inyo, Lord and Denise. Thanks again for your hospitality last time I was there, and happy to be on again.
Okay, so tell us all about it. What was your experience? What did you see there?
Sure. I mean, so, originally we were supposed to be seated. I had seated tickets at the inauguration. No. But it's because of the frigid cold weather and the wind chill. Talagang ang take care of ni President Trump is make sure that people are safe, and he just had to do it indoors. So it was the first time they've done an inauguration indoors since 1985 when President Ronald Reagan was sworn in for his second term. So it was a fascinating day. Probably a little bit different sa mga kinompare nyo sa stories nyo earlier. I know you guys pointed out a lot of what you might seem as negative and what social media was talking about, but you're forgetting to highlight the other part that, the voters really did vote for him, and with a strong mandate. And, it was a very positive result in terms of the messaging to the Republican Party. So yung lahat ng mga pinagkampanya niya mula nung umpisa, talagang tinupad niya sa unang araw pa lang niya. So sa aming mga Republicans, yun ang mga nakikita namin, yun ang mga gusto naming makitang results. Yun yung mga hindi lang sinasabi, hindi lang sinasalita, pero ginagawa din sa first day pa. So if you would look at probably in 4 years ago, I know the media probably does a separate kind of narrative compared to President Biden's inauguration of a new day in America compared to what it is now. So I just like to, make sure that we kind of do it a little bit even on terms of how we look at the inauguration for this 2025 as well.
Okay, John, I get what you're saying, no? Sinasabi nga nila. No, sinasabi nga nila na the American people has spoken. He did get the votes, di ba? But I also just want to quickly get your comments on what we just showed a while ago. The photo, the official portrait, what's your take on that? And, some official photographers of the past president saying it was deliberately done to show intent. Ano kayang intent yung sinasabing yon?
Well, I think the intent is to show that he's here for business, right? This is a second term that he didn't even have to do, right? He wanted to do this to make a comeback and to make sure that he does it for the American people. One of the biggest things that he always says is, they're all coming after you, and he's just the one that's getting in the way. So yun yung, I think, the indication of what he has in this photo compared to the first term that he had as, that was more of a, I'm coming in and I'm trying to change things up. But now I think that the narrative when it comes to this photograph shows that he means business. He's seen that America has gone in decline when it comes to the open borders, the bad economy, and now it's time to do business, and it's time to turn this country back around.
John, may dala ka bang bag kanina?
Wala.
Oh.
Kailangan wala kang masyadong dalhin para makakilos ng ayos.
Kanina kasi may mga pinakita mga mounds of bags, some of them mga Coach, iba mga LV. Kasi may security limitations ata yung measurements ng bags. Oo. Pero paano kaya yon?
Yeah.
Oo. Maraming nandun sa Capital One kanina na hindi na nagawang tuxedo or mag-suit or kasi parang
Yeah. So
go.
ang yung sa rally, yun yung mas parang yung swearing in kanina.
Yeah.
That's more or less formal. That's more of like a celebration. Tonight I just came back from around the inaugural ball, just finished the Liberty Ball, where President Trump just danced here with Melania and the first family, and then listened to the performances of Nelly, Jason Aldean, the Village People as well. So now is almost a cap to the evening. Yung Capital One rally kanina, yun yung alternative sa outdoor swearing-in ceremony. Ang haba ng pila. I mean, it's 20,000 seats, and there's over hundreds of thousands of ticketed guests. I know specifically of Filipino volunteers that we had that came all the way from Nevada to come to this event. They had good seated tickets, but they wanted to be there in the rally, that they lined up 1:30 ng umaga hanggang mag-open yung doors ng 7 o'clock. So talagang balot-balot ang mga supporters dito, and the weather didn't stop them.
Were there anything that you saw that we didn't necessarily see on cam? Very interesting moments or thought?
In terms of the inauguration, that I thought that was fascinating to see was the world leaders. Javier Milei, Giorgia Meloni, and then also the representatives from the Chinese government that was there. Talagang malakas magpatama si President Trump, and I think he was sending some strong messages internationally, and to threaten and to take the United States again seriously. Over the past 4 years, nobody has really respected the world leadership of President Biden in terms of commanding wars and saving all of this. And you can see that he showed a lot more aggressiveness and assertiveness into his policies now. But I do think it is a good view, and it's a bit of a change to have that swearing-in ceremony indoors. And I do personally think that even that there might have been an awkward music stop with Carrie Underwood, I mean, she projected her voice really well inside the rotunda, where it has great acoustics, and I mean, it was chilling to a lot of people that were there. So I think she did her patriotic duty when an incoming president asks her to perform, and she just did it for the country as well.
Okay, John, as Republican, what is your timeline, or do you have any particular set of a period by which you may say that the second Trump administration was a success, or what particular yardsticks will you be using?
I think, if you look at what he's talked about when it comes to the Hamas and the Israel situation, I know like the Biden administration is taking credit for, finishing it out, but, they would never made any negotiations or deals unless they know who was coming in next. And so I think that I'm optimistic to see that, the peace in the Middle East is going to come, and more safety in that region. I'm looking forward to see what he does, and I'm optimistic as well after talking with Ambassador Babe, Romualdez, some of the folks in the State Department as well, about the indications coming into the West Philippine Sea and the Ironclad Agreement, the Mutual Treaty Agreement. So I'm very optimistic about that. I think the sweeping orders when it comes to the immigration policies, when it comes to the border opening, I think that's something that's very good when it comes to what he was trying to accomplish. So, we're all optimistic about this, and we'll see what first 100 days does.
Yeah. Baka natin, may Tesla na rito, ha? Sa BGC.
Meron na nga.
Anyway, John, thank you. Ayan, thank you for talking to us again.
Salamat.
The man from Batangas, John P.B. Jose, founder and CEO of the American Tomorrow Project.